Okay, let's jump right in. So this is what it looks like when you open the app. You'll see all your past projects or projects you create. When you click this templates tab, you can see all different templates you could play with. But for today, let's stay on this page. We're going to start a new project. Go ahead and select all the clips you want to add to your timeline and then select add to begin editing. Once all your clips are uploaded to the timeline, this is what it's going to look like. So you can scrub through, and on the left side of the screen is what you're going to click to enlarge the entire video, and you can scrub through, pause, and on the right side is what you use to get out of that view. In the center of the screen is how you pause and play, and at the top right is how you export it to whatever frame rate you want. But we're not going to export just yet. Quit. Okay, so now that we are at the very beginning of the timeline again, at the left side is how you can mute all of the clips at the timeline at once. And speaking of audio, you can go ahead and do voiceovers by clicking add audio. And on the very right, you can do your voiceovers and even add voice effects by clicking that button. Moving on, when it comes to adding audio, my favorite way of doing that is by using the extraction tool, and I'm going to walk you through that. So you're going to click extract, and you're going to select the video that you previously screen recorded or a video that has the audio that you want, and then you're going to just select it and add it to the timeline, and it's going to add music right to your sequence. It's so easy, literally like copy and paste or snatch and paste. If you want to tailor the audio even better, you can either drag the beginning or the end of the clips to where you want it to begin or end, or you can use the split tool to cut where it is you want it to start and then drag it where you want it to be. You can also raise and decrease the volume by selecting the clip and pressing the volume button. Another thing you can do with the audio, instead of it ending abruptly, you have the choice to fade the audio in or out. So I'm going to show you what that looks like, and it just makes a huge difference to the visual and audio quality once the video is completely done. So I'm going to delete this dead space, and then I'm going to go ahead and select the clip and press fade out. Another cool thing you can do is split the audio and move it to different places by selecting the audio and pressing the split tool. To undo and redo, all you have to do is select the right side of your clip, the arrows, and by clicking this effects button, it brings up a whole bunch of audio effects you could also add to your timeline in your sequence. One of the best tools on here is the reduce noise tool. I use this tool so much. If you want to speed or slow down your audio, you can do that by highlighting the audio, not the clip, the audio, and then pressing speed, and then it'll allow you to manipulate your audio. Okay, now we're going to undo everything, and I'm going to show you how to copy your audio throughout an entire sequence. So let's say you're editing a really long video and you want to extend the song some more. Just select the audio and press copy, and there it is, another round of the song. Now I'm going to show you how to add text to your videos. So back on the main panel, you're going to press the text button, and here you can type whatever you want, and you can customize it to however you want. You can download your own fonts or use the custom fonts there, change the color, add shadows, customize the spacing. It's so much manipulation that could be done, and I love that I can do that with this app. If you want to customize the text and add animations, you can definitely do that by clicking on the right hand side, and it'll have it move in and out. You can even time how fast these animations last using the scrubber thing on the bottom. Let me show you a little example of what it looks like when you hit play. Pretty cool, right? Now, if you want to copy that text throughout the sequence, all you have to do is select the text in the orange box and press copy and drag it through wherever you want. I use this as a little hack, and then I could just go ahead and add or change little things. Adding sub captions has never been easier, and all you have to do is select it at the very bottom on the text tab, and it'll generate everything. And you can even batch edit all of the words once it generates everything. And for the most part, CapCut is really accurate. So let's give it a go. So from this view, you're able to see all of the captions, and you can select all and even delete all in one click of a button on the left side. And you can even change and modify the text from this view, or you can see it from the entire sequence by clicking done on the top right. From this view, you also have the options of editing and changing the text. Here is another view of how you can change and edit the text and play with the fonts to customize it how you like. When you're making these adjustments, you also have the choice to specify if you want to add the edits to all of the captions or some of the captions. CapCut also offers a bunch of easy to use text templates, and you can find them at the very bottom by just selecting. And you could scrub through and search which ones fit the sequence that you're editing. When it comes to adding your logos or pictures or videos on top of the sequence you are already editing, all you have to do is press overlay and select the image or video you want to add, and just like that, it'll be onto your timeline. Now let's get to the fun part, adding transitions. You do this by pressing the little slice thing in between all your clips. It pops up a whole bunch of transitions you can choose from, and I like using the movement ones and even the light transitions, but like I said, add which one makes sense for the sequence you're editing. I've explained how to color grade before in my previous videos, but I'll do it again in this one. All you have to do is select the clip you want, press filter, and from there you have a wide variety of what you can choose from, and you can even adjust it after you select the filter you want. Clicking this tab here where it says adjust, you can manipulate the colors even more, bring up the exposure, bring up the contrast, turn down the shadows, bring them up, whatever you choose. I even like playing with the HSL tool. That's my favorite tool of them all when it comes to color grading. Makes everything pop out even more. If you want to learn how to color grade even better, go ahead and check out my video. I will leave it in this description box. So this purple box that I'm dragging around is the filter, and you can choose to put it wherever you want in the sequence. You can even split it up and then add another filter. And I like this method of adding it because you can add it to the entire sequence instead of having to select each clip filter, select each clip filter. This method allows you to add the same filter throughout the same sequence. So here I am splitting it up and showing you how if you wanted to add another filter throughout the entire sequence, this would be another way of doing it. Moving on, this is probably one of the most important parts of this video, the ratio. So this is where you can adjust the size of the video you're editing. If you're making it a TikTok size, a YouTube size, that's where you would go ahead and change the size. By clicking the effects button on the bottom, you are going to definitely unlock a new superpower to video editing. I like using these effects. I'm gonna definitely use a good effect to pull the piece together, and CapCut definitely has a good vault of effects you can add to just make your videos stand out and pop out. So have fun with these. So once you select the transition you would like, you can add it to the timeline and then drag it for how long you want it to be, and this is what it'll look like. If you want to add that effect to the timeline several times, all you have to do is select it and press copy and then drag it to wherever you want it to be on your timeline. When you want to reverse your clip, all you have to do is press edit, select the clip, and then look for the reverse tool on the bottom, and it will reverse the clip for you. If your clip has too much background noise, go ahead and select that clip and press the reduce noise tool. This is one of my favorite tools because it really works really good. And finally, one of my next favorite tools is the stabilize tool. If you have any handheld shots and they came out a little shaky, this tool is definitely going to help you stabilize it. The only thing is it's going to zoom in the more you slide up the slider thingy. I hope this video was valuable and you're able to create amazing videos from this. Go ahead and tag me in everything you create on the timeline.